Hey guys, it's Sharon from Digital Nomad Quest.
And this is Sean with Everything REI.
And today we're going to go over how we were able to purchase a property under $15,000. Now if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. I'm all about teaching you how to build passive income, become financially free, and design your best life. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified of my latest videos. And make sure to subscribe to Sean's channel where he talks all about real estate investing. So if you've been following along our journey, we're currently at 20 rental units. We're in escrow for another 2 units. And I left off with talking about a $37,500 property that I purchased recently. And I know a lot of you guys are interested in our journey in buying cheap rental properties out of state. So that's why we wanted to talk about this today, because we wanted to cover our process when it came to each of the properties that we are buying.
One of the most interesting things about this particular deal is it's actually the first property that we bought together. So that was really exciting, and I was really happy to finally get something together with you.
So make sure to watch till the end. We go over every part of the journey in terms of getting the property under contract, the escrow portion,
and rehabbing it to get it rent ready and getting tenants inside.
So to start off the story, essentially I was looking at another property. It was around $30,000 on Zillow, and I sent that to my agent, but we ended up being too slow and they ended up going with another offer. So we were pretty disappointed, but afterwards my agent actually texted me and said, we have another property at $20,000, and we were very interested and we were like in disbelief that it was so cheap. It was occupied, the tenant was leaving soon. It needed a good amount of renovation. It was 2 bedroom and 1 bath. It's 700 to 800 square feet. So it's a pretty small property, but at that price point, we thought it could be a good investment because the tenant was renting it at around $375 a month, but we would be able to boost that up to $650 if we were able to renovate it and fix it up for a new tenant. And that tenant was going to leave soon, so we would be able to go in and start renovating it quickly. So with that $20,000 listing price, we ended up putting an offer at around $16,250, all cash, and they actually accepted that offer. So we were only able to get that good deal by connecting with an agent that was able to pass us an off-market deal, because this deal was not actually listed on the MLS. It was something that he knew about and was able to pass on to us. So make sure that when you are trying to find deals, you network with different agents and different wholesalers to help send you deals so that you can find something that works for you. And make sure to also find agents who work with investors. This agent, we actually found him on Bigger Pockets, and we hit him up and basically connected so that we could potentially work together in the future. So we had this property in escrow, and we made sure to get an inspection report. We hit up this inspector who was able to go in it and give us a report, and we found that there was a lot that needed repairs. So the agent actually ended up talking them down to $14,750, which was what we purchased this property at. When you're in escrow, make sure you get an inspection report. This is important because you want to make sure everything's okay with the property, and if not, you'd be able to back out of purchasing the property and you'd be able to get your earnest money deposit back. And if you're going to do that, make sure that you are doing it within 2 days or so of purchasing the property, because you only have really a 10-day window to do this.
So because you bought this property with cash, we didn't have to go through a lender and go through all of their requirements. So we didn't have to go through an appraisal. When we signed loan documents, it was only 1 page versus when most people pay a loan, they have like a fat stack. And we were able to close on time and just wire the funds directly to the escrow account. When we got the inspection report, we saw how messed up it was.
Here's some photos that you can see of the before, and you can see it's pretty messed up.
We were surprised that people were actually living and paying rent for this property. It was a really small property and no central HVAC system. I believe they had wall furnaces that didn't work, so individually in each room they had these small space heaters, and they had no AC system, so they had these window AC units that were ruining the windows. So we went in there, we figured, you know what, let's just do it right. Let's go in there and replace everything. And when we finally closed on the property and our property manager walked the property, she also noticed that the roof was significantly damaged and suggested that we repair the roof as well.
Also, when we were actually buying this property, the agent told us it would be around $5,000 to $10,000 in repairs, but it ended up being more. It ended up costing a little bit more because we wanted to do more renovations on it, made sure that it had a new HVAC system, had a new roof. So some of these things cost more to repair.
Honestly, we were super surprised because we have experience with doing renovations in properties here in the Bay Area and also on some of our other properties. So every market is different when it comes to the repair costs. So for us to do a full renovation, at least here in the Bay Area, it costs like $7,000 to $100,000. Over there, the entire renovation, including adding the new HVAC system, adding the new roofing, only cost us $13,000. Now again, this is a pretty small property, but still $13,000 to do a complete renovation. And you can see the after pictures here as well.
And in comparison with my $23,000 property that you might have seen in a previous video, I actually renovated that one at $33,000 and this one was at $13,000, and the square footage was actually pretty comparable. It was around 800 to 900 square feet, I believe. So your renovations are really gonna vary in cost depending on the market that you choose. The one at $23,000 was actually in a different market. So this other market that we are working in currently is actually a lot more affordable.
And since we do live in the Bay Area and our property's on the other side of the country, we really had to rely on our property management team to help us find contractors who were trustworthy and could do this project on time. It was a complete renovation, but it only took us around 6 weeks to get the whole thing completely repaired and ready to go on the market for rent.
So we are now currently putting in new tenants and they're gonna pay $650 a month for this place. So all in on this property, we put in about $28,000, but we're gonna go into more of the numbers in our next video. So make sure to watch out for that one. Overall, this property was extremely affordable and now it's gonna be this cash flowing rental property for us. So we're super excited about that.
So if you're interested in learning how to buy your own out-of-state rental properties, check out our course, Remote Rental Riches.
We go over step-by-step how to purchase your first rental property. We go over how to choose your target market and research it, how to build your boots on the ground team, how to analyze deals.
We basically take you from knowing absolutely nothing to buying your very first rental property.
So make sure to check it out in the link below. And as a recap for this purchase, basically make sure to find agents to work with that can send you deals. Make sure to find agents who have worked with investors as well. Get inspection reports for your purchases.
And make sure you work with a solid property management company who can help you with your renovation projects. And the beauty of working with property management companies to help you with your rehab projects is they know exactly what it takes to rehab a project for rental purposes.
When it comes to renovations, people have different ideas of how they want to design it, but ultimately property management companies are really reliable because they usually know what will rent out well in their market.
So they'll help you design your property to fit the rental standards without going super crazy like HGTV standards.
So we hope you guys like this episode. In our next one, we're gonna go over the numbers, so make sure to stay tuned for that. If you guys like this episode, smash the like button and comment below to let us know if you have any questions on real estate investing. Make sure to subscribe to both of our channels, hit the bell button to be notified of our latest videos, and we'll see you guys in the next one.